Hello everyone, welcome to our project. In this video, we will talk about the mission of securing American agricultural product, and that is soybean.
Nattox, Shock Your Health, in Ag Trade.
In our presentation, we divided to 5 parts. The first of which is an introduction. I will cover the issue surrounding soybean and the product we look forward to. As we know, soybean is the most popular and important food in the world and contains many rich nutrients, fats, and vitamins. In addition, soybeans are also the most important agricultural product and a key ingredient in the number of large industry. In total soybean production, about 97% is devoted to animal feed. The remaining 3% is devoted to production of food such as fast food. However, not all countries can grow a lot of soybean and have large yields due to the condition of farming technique. Therefore, the ranking of total soybean production in the world is indicated in this table. The United States, Brazil, and Argentina are the world's largest soybean producers and represent more than 80% of global soybean production. Most will be for export and a few will be for domestic industry. After 2016, the United States becomes the second largest soybean producer and largest exporter to almost all regions. Each year, China imports about 10 million tons of soybean from the US and they become number one customer of the United States. But since mid-2018, export value have plummeted due to the effect of US-China trade war. The situation is weighing on the Trump administration and farmers when no agreement had been reached. Due to tension, the US had lost its number one customer, making more than $200 billion in profit like China. In Texas, big markets like Brazil and Argentina are the major players with China. On the other hand, this seriously affects on the United States and the President Trump. If the trade war between President Trump and President Xi had not ended, there will be three main consequences. Firstly, a falling price of US soybean, and secondly, a large continued inventory of soybean and with other effects. To solve a current state a good need to good regulate US exportation. If we know, main idea of our group is Vietnam could take this opportunity to negotiate trade with the US and then produce nutritious products from South America. And we call it Nattox. In order to negotiate trade with United States, Vietnam needs to build a large-scale production plan of soybean, build a set of agreements on benefits between the US and Vietnam. Vietnam will also commit that if an agreement is signed, it will be too good to bring economic benefit for mutual benefit and long-term cooperation. That will start now. And what is the Nattox? Nattox is popular food originating from Japan and is widely available everywhere. The bean undergo fermentation and contains a full range of positive nutrients and biological systems such as Bacillus subtilis. Although there is some strong smell, but Nattox has been shown to have many benefits to health human. Yes, Nattox is proven have to big benefit in nattokinase and vitamin K2. Several scientific studies have shown that the two biggest benefits of Nattox are prevent cardiovascular disease or benefits for bone health. If you know more than information, so we need in search in internet. So next to my friend presents the technique to product.
Okay, so smoked natto. Now I'll show you how we make it. Basically, it's made via the fermentation of soybean with this bacterium called Bacillus subtilis variegato. So we start with the soybeans. We wash them with water and soak them in water overnight so that they have homogeneous softness and flavor and that they can be easily heated. As you can see, the size of the soybean after soaking will increase, and then we steam them in high pressure to eliminate microbes and to break up complex nutrients so that the bacterium can grow easily. Then after steaming, we spray and mix the Bacillus subtilis variegato with the soybeans. Then we pack the mixture into servings with straw because straw is very awesome. Then we let the fermentation happen for 16 hours at 40 degrees Celsius. After that is the cooling phase at 5 degrees Celsius for 24 hours with a special touch that I'll reveal to you later. So this is a summary from the fresh soil to natto. Now here we comes to our core technology, smoking. We smoke the fermented product to add flavors and also to mask the unfamiliar taste and smell of the original food, and also to contribute to preservation. Our method of choice is cold smoking at 30 degrees Celsius only for 2 hours only. Here comes the special touch. The cooling phase previously mentioned also features drying the surface of the product to form what's called the pellicle, as you can see here with meat before smoking. The taste here is more concentrated, and that's very good. Okay, now how do we smoke? How do we make smoke? We do not burn softwood because burning resin from softwood emits toxic compounds. We do not burn hardwood, though it's safer. Instead, we burn the part of the corn that you do not eat, which is called corn cobs, because it's available, it's cheap and non-toxic. For packaging, we apply vacuum packaging to prevent microbial development using biodegradable plastic supplied by USTH. Well, the final product can be preserved by refrigeration for several months, and without refrigeration it can last for 2 weeks. Okay, so why our product? Because it's more smoky. Yeah, so it's less strange, maybe less weird. Yeah, not likely, but more fun definitely. Besides, less water and less microbes results in longer shelf life. Okay, so to realize our idea, we developed a pilot scale at the beginning of Donald Trump's presidency in 2016. This is the real apparatus. It's a bit complex at first, but the design is really simple. We have insulation to maintain temperature and ventilation and water for humidity. We use light bulb radiation for heat generation, and we have sensors to monitor the conditions such as temperature and humidity. We plan to go for a larger scale at the end of Trump's presidency in 2020. Here it is. The new apparatus can produce 50 kilograms of product at one go. We also add the smoking feature. We make sure the Natto receives smoke but not additional heat by insulation, as you can see near the smoke. The industrial scale is on the way, but it is still open to exciting improvements. Now the smoked natto is consumed the same way as the originals. You can eat it right away with rice, with onions, and even fresh eggs. Ok, xong rồi.
Okay, so my part is about the quality assurance and quality control. And the first thing we consider is raw material after they are imported. The test we use here is germination test, which used to check the soybean if it rot or not after the transportation. And the high germination rate indicate that the good preservation of the soybean quality. And this is how we apply this test. Just germinate the seed and then we see for the presence of these two microorganisms. The time we evaluated will be 7 days. So second, to control the safety of the food, the microbial test will be applied in the process to check the spoilage, the virus or toxin. So in our process, we will use this test after steaming, fermentation and smoking state. Our main target is some toxin like CO, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon, which are known as carcinogen, and another is botulinum, which is neurotoxin and usually appear in food products. And some microbiome may be present in food such as Salmonella, Listeria, and Aerosols, etc. And after the product is finished, this test will be used one time per week to evaluate the food preservative. And here is some main kit for the microbial test. The first is immunological test using ELISA for microbial and toxin test. The second is a molecular biological test, which is real-time PCR for the detection of the virus and bacterial strain. And lastly, we will do the microbial count on the nutrient plate and agar plate surface. This test and the last test quite easy to use and cheap. And next, about the composition analysis for label making, we mainly use chromatography such as liquid chromatography, gas chromatography to analyze the fat, protein, vitamin content, and carbohydrate. And this is example of the germinated natto product here, and we expect that it will keep the same nutrient as the raw material. So this is a machine we might use to qualify the air when fermenting and smoking to ensure the best quality of the products. So, the last test we will perform is sensory test and stability test, and we want to follow these criteria. First is no lysis and no glistening, no damage to soybean. Food have bright color, good aroma, good taste, and the last is the food has proper stickiness.
So we will talk about the part 4, the marketing and communication plan. Here is first of all if you want to sell the mostly products, we have to understanding deeply about our competitor. Here's two different example of Vietnamese company distribution. Here is an EcoPath Vietnam companies and the Nattox Jintan with the SMC technique. It is the seamless microcapsule, the special technique of this company. So the next one, the Vietnamese shop selling the Japanese product. Here is kind of the transformation the product from Japanese to Vietnam. So the next one is the customer. Based on the effect of our product, for example, the vitamin K, nattokinase, or some other nutrition. So we have attention about kids, oyster, and patients. So the kids, because of they cannot buy our product for themselves, so we have the advertisement for the kindergarten. So the kindergarten will have advertisement for their parents. So their parents will buy our products for their kids and for themselves, maybe if they will try our product. So next one is old people. Based on the nutrition is the cardiovascular, for the cardiovascular or bond of the vitamin K or nattokinase. We will have the introduce about our products for the nursing home and their family. So the final one is the hospital. The hospital is kind of the patient in the hospital need to push up their health, so they need to use the product which will increase their health. So our product is natto, so it's good for health because of the many nutrition inside. So we can intro for the hospital to have introduced to patient here. So to conclude that, our marketing distribution here is around the kindergarten, nursing home, and hospital. And extra, if we have the balance of the money from input to output, it means that our products will can be sell. We have to consideration about the selling our products in supermarket. So from the 1 to 4 here. It's also the step 3, the market segmentation. The 4 is I have to construct our trust from the customer by logo or slogans or packaging. Our slogan here is a Nattox, shop your health in a good way. So the logo, like for example the Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Ovaltine, Milo, is when you see this logo, you can thinking about this product is from this company. So we will construct the trust from the customer like this. So based on the attention in the vitamin K and nattokinase here, because vitamin K and nattokinase have some good effect from because and so on. It is kind of the natural compound organic. And the next one is the price. The price here is kind of because of our products will have the income from the natural source, and so the price is will be cheaper than the Japanese product. And the final one here is the assurance. The assurance is kind of, if the company sell the product, they have to make sure that this product cannot affect any kind of effect or some bad things to the customer health. So the next one is the media. I will have application in inbound marketing and general marketing. Inbound marketing increased including the Facebook, Instagram, website, or mail or advertisement. For example, in the YouTube, they will have some advertisement from the first time and which we can quit after 5 seconds. And then the next one is the general marketing, including the supermarket, the poster, introduction, and the promotion program at the conference, and the people using our produce before. And the final one is the marketing and sales goal. It's very important of the company if they want to sell their product. I will apply the smart formation. So first of all, the formation here is kind of the sensitive, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time. So the sensible here is to approach our customer by introducing and promotion our product. And after several months, we have to accept the capital loss of the 2 or 3 first year or more, and maybe less if our profits increase approximately the 50 or 20% year by year. And the final one is looking for the customer who enough money on buying our products, and we construct the method to convince them to buy in the next time. So the next one is the measurable. Have the analysis of the quantity of the product. Here is a service on how to we advise our products after the period of times, and after that we have the giving the indicator. And the next one is achievable. After the beginning time, we follow to accomplishment and the drawback by monitoring and evaluation our system and some related indicator, which we will construct in the measurable part. And next one is considering the carefully our overcoming of the mistake and the plans of the expected outcome in the future. And the next one is realistic, and based on the related indicator and the relationship between the theory and realistic in the marketing and communication, we have to improve that and creating some method or some plan B for the system, the clients, and the program. And the final one is time. The time is for the indicator here is kind of this. We have to have some data collection available, staff of partner times here, and the indicator must reflect the timing of collection. And the final is the time lag between the output delivery and the expected change in outcome, and impact indicator must also be reflected in the indicator that are chosen, because if maybe our products in the truck have accident, so we make sure that the time is still have to have the new transformation, the new product from our companies to the customer.
Hi, welcome to our last part to distribute our products to market and develop them. Money is what we essentially demand. So, we're standing here right now to get funding. After hearing our plan, I believe you won't regret to invest our company. So, the target we would like to aim initially is within the northern side of our country, and more specifically the hospitals, including aged people and kindergartens. Since we are now since we're a new business, the capital we hold is not a significant number. Therefore, we would like to deal with a small scale in the first place, with the most benefit in cardiovascular diseases as well as in bone health. It is suitable best for aged people and kids. For the first funding, we decide to commercialize in 2 quarters. In this period, we expect not only to sell enough quantity, but we also look for the response of consumers. Based on these comments, we will suggest the plan for the next season, in which whether should we extend the markets, approaching other group of people, penetrating the southern market, and if possible, exporting to foreign. Following our purpose, saving the USA soybeans, we import the raw material from the country with prices of $0.3875 per kilogram, the same as in the international markets. After the first season, if we gain our profits, we would buy in a large scale for mass production. Then, we will persuade them to compromise, since we offer them a good deal, which allowed their crops not to be left over, but still earn sufficient amount of money. In a long-term relationship, the flow of money will increase and thus possibly result in profits. Here, as we can see in the market, Nattox is sold in packs. However, unlike Japan, where the Nattox was originally made, we sell Nattox in lower price, only $0.05 for a pack. Even when we have to pay more money for an additional set, which is smoke, in the process, it's not that popular for Vietnamese about Nattox dishes. Therefore, by setting this price, we anticipate that we can attract more buyers. Well, here is the detailed table of our budget. Take a look inside. You would recognize we have prepared 2 plans, Plan A and Plan B. We are gonna explain more details in the next few slides. In general, as we have planned, we expect to produce around this number of packs, and it will cost approximately $23,250 in total. We can the money we earn subsequently will depend on either plans. The amount of money spending for marketing is also different in Plan A and Plan B. However, we concretely spend $20,000 and $5,000 for production and transportation respectively. And finally, in Plan A, we hope that we will earn an extra money. On the other hand, we wouldn't have any profit in Plan B. Now, we will be more specific. As we already mentioned above, there are Plan A and Plan B, and we abbreviate them as number 1 and number 2 respectively. So, in the number of packs, we split into the primary plan and the backup plan. In the former, 100,000 packs are used for the charity. By doing this, we will not only be able to help people in poor condition, we can also advertise our products. However, if the turnover does not meet our expectation, we decide to sell half of the total packs for $0.05 and the others with 50% discount. This will not give us any profit after the first season, but this, as you can see in this image, will boost the attraction of our buyers. In advertising our products, like we have said in the beginning, our consumers are only aged people and kids. Therefore, we focus on the media, for instance, television, online news, ads, social media, and YouTube. Since old people, especially who is under treatment in the hospital, nowadays spend lots of their time on the internet. We also use vendor food for free, which will give people an opportunity to try product, and we can attract more and more at the same time, particularly family with kids. Last but not least, banner ads are used for both media and vendor food to make it look more interesting. Okay, to transport our products from the factory to markets or supermarkets, we prefer using trucks, which is highly equipped with a cooling technology. The Nattox are preserved well throughout the journey. The fact that we only distribute our products in northern side of Vietnam, trucks are still possible and cost less money. However, in the next season, if we're able to extend our markets, we would have to add different type of vehicles, for instance, ships or planes if necessary. Finally, when everything is following our plan, we'll have profit according to plan A. Then the money we receive back will be used to either finding more investors. If not, we will save it for our new project, as you can see here, in which we research for flavor enhancement. That is a significant problem of Natto's dish. Lastly, the flow of money keep increasing would be a great moment for mass production. We produce in large scale and then distribute throughout the world. Again, after hearing our project, I hope that you would feel interesting and promise, since we not only buy soybean from the USA, which subsequently will grow the relationship between two nations. Also, our consumers, the Vietnamese, will earn many benefits from our products. Firstly, is about the taste that this food provide. Secondly, is the health benefits for the cardiovascular disease and also for bone health. Once again, thanks for your listening, and we hope that we are able to cooperate with you soon. Bye.